set, and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We can also be reached via Allstar. Number is 48496. Or Echolink, look for W8WKY-R. The BeaconNet pre-show is a controlled net. Please direct all traffic through net control, yours truly. And urgent or emergency traffic, please break in at any time. I'll take a break now for any urgent or emergency traffic. Please call. KE8VZA returning, hearing nothing. Let's keep rolling forward here. The BeaconNet meets every Sunday and Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern with pre-checks at 9:30. And we're going to go ahead and I've got some stations on the list so far. We'll take some more check-ins in just a minute. First, we'll go ahead and touch base with our net control team, see who's here and who's not, and our notorious Mickey Mouse roll call as it is. KE8QKO, Nick at Nite. Are you out there, and how you doing?
KE8BZA, KE8QKO. Yes, sir, I'm out here, standing by for the start of the net. And with that, I'll pass it back to you, KE8QKO.
All right there, Nick. You're sounding good on this end. Good to hear you. We'll hear you in about 29 or so minutes. We'll clear with KE8QKO. Let's go down if Dustin's out there. KD8EPC. Dustin, are you out there? How you doing? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KE8VZA and the BeaconNet pre-show. Well, good evening, Eric. Good evening, everybody out there. I'll tell you what, if you want to slip me in somewhere towards the top of the list there after you read the trivia, I would love to stick around and play trivia, although I don't think I can make it all the way to the end of the list there and to the end of the show. But if you want to put me towards the top of the list, I'll be around until at least the top of the hour, so I'll answer trivia before I head to bed there. But good to hear you, Eric. Get lots of check-ins, and we'll catch you later. This is KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
All right, very good, Dustin. I got you short time, so we'll get you early in the rotation. Good to hear you. We'll clear with KD8EPC. Let's go down and touch base with Just Nick, KD8SLG. How you doing, Nick? And are you going to hang around tonight?
KE8VZA, this is KD8SLG. I believe so. Yeah, I'm going to stick around. Alan shot me a message a while ago. He doesn't know if he's going to make it, so I'm giving you guys a heads up. He is doing some veterans thing today, so we'll see if he makes it. That's all I know. I'll be here. Breaking in a Linux distribution tonight. See if I can get NetLogger working properly. I won't interfere, I promise. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right there, Just Nick. Good luck with the Linux distro. And I did get NetLogger running on Linux on my Chromebook on the Linux partition, and my Chromebook is having problems here lately, but so we won't get into that right now. Anyway, good to hear you tonight. We'll leave you on the log there. We know you're around. We'll clear with KD8SLG. Let's go down to see if Josh is out here. W8HRF. How you doing, Josh? Are you there? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight? Okay, maybe he's going to take the night off. That's okay. Let's go down and see if Lucy's here. KE8YUK. Lucy, are you out there? How you doing? And are you going to hang around for the big show tonight? Okay, no contact with either of those stations. We'll go ahead and move along here. Let's see, KI5DAY Allen. I don't think he's out there yet, like Nick said, but we'll give him a call anyway. KI5DAY Allen. Are you out there by chance? How you doing? All right. Maybe he'll join us in a little while. We'll play it by ear. Let's see. Let me go down. Yes, let's go ahead and take some more check-ins. That concludes our Mickey Mouse roll call. And let me read off who I have so far on the list. We have AB8MO Andy, W3ETB Eddie, K5CFY Ray, WB4AIZ Chuck, who checked in and out, 73 Chuck, KA8MNT Tom, who also checked in and out, 73 Tom, and Taco Tim, KI5TAQ, N8YMY John, N7VAN Brian, KA8LYJ Bob, K6KJB Rev Kev, KE8CRY Jeremy, W8TD John, KF8CMM Benjamin, KE8QFT Fred. Anybody that would like to get on the log that I didn't read off there, please give me a call. KE8VZA here.
W8WKY.
KE8VZA, WA8KOC.
All right, very good. We picked up WA8KOC. Anybody else out there that would like to get on the log, please call now. All right, hearing nothing. Let's go up to WA8KOC. How you doing there, Fred? How'd everything go? And how's the recovery? Good to hear you. And are you going to stick around tonight or just get your parking validated? A lot of questions, right?
Question away, pal. You know me too well. Good to hear you. Thank you for taking my check-in to the BeaconNet this evening. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm okay. Surgery went fine. Didn't work. Back in AFib already. Oh, this sucks. But that's okay. I mean, I'm live and kicking, and I'm not dead yet. So, anyway, I'm just enjoying a Sunday evening with my wife here, but I wanted to come down and check in on the BeaconNet. So, again, thanks for taking my check-in. I hope you and everybody else that's in here with you have a great net this evening. I'm just going to get my parking validated and get the heck out of your way. Take good care of yourself, Eric. Always good to talk to you. You and everybody else in here on the BeaconNet. KE8VZA, 73 to you and everyone else. WA8KOC.
All right, Fred. Well, sorry to hear about the mixed results there, but it's good to hear you nonetheless, and enjoy the evening. And I'm sure we'll hear you sometime this week on the Barometer Net. We'll clear with WA8KOC, and Andy let me know that I may be doubled with someone, so if there was someone trying to check in while I was flapping my gums here, please give me a call, and I'll get you on the log.
Yeah, KSFQV. I came in when you were calling for check-ins, but then there was a gap, and then you decided, I guess, to do what Andy said, KSFQV.
And it's the AFIGAB Manitoba. It's your time.
KE8VZA returning. All right, got two more stations there. KC8FQV Mark and AF5JB Matt, short time down in Tulsa. We got both of you on the log here. Now it's an official net. Anybody else before we start working the list? Please call now.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Delta Tango Alpha, Jeff, New Franklin. I'll be in and out tonight. Just wanted to give you one.
All right, Jeff, copy KF8DTA. Got you on the log in and out. Thanks for joining us. And 7-3. All right, let's go up to our short time here. Matt, AF5JB, do you have a few comments for the net before we move along?
W8WK.
Yes, I appreciate it. Good evening to you and everybody else out there on the net. Had a pretty good weekend. Stayed in town. Had a pretty good route Saturday morning. Got that taken care of, and then I got home and cleaned up and ate and took a little power nap. Got back up, went and did laundry. I got done with that, and then went to of course went to Dead Busters and played some Pac-Man Battle Royale. And then I went to Hard Rock at Echolink. It's one of the wonderful hamburgers, and then kind of hung around there for a little bit. It didn't win nothing this go around. I think I won $15 on a Powerball, so that's a good thing. But other than that, I went home and kind of went out the house a little bit, played Batman, and I played some Mr. Do, and Outrun and Miss Batman, and kind of around the house most day today, and kind of getting ready for a whole new week. So that was all I got. Got to cool down a little bit. It's currently 39 degrees, including skies in Tulsa. And thanks for having me on. And good to hear everybody. And this is AF5JB Matt in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'll call you a final and stay warm up there. About the next show, thanks again.
KE8VZA returning. Okay, Matt. Well, it sounds like you had a very good weekend again, and I always love a good hamburger. Nothing better. So good to hear you partook of one there, and you have a good rest of the evening and have a good week this coming week. And thanks for checking in with us. Good to hear you. We'll clear with AF5JB 73, Matt. And let's go up to our other mobile. I like to try to get the mobile short times and those type of stations first. N7VAN, Brian, are you going to stick around tonight for the main net? All right, maybe he's moving between the mobile and the house. We'll leave N7VAN on the list and pick him up next time around here. Let's go up to the top of the list. Andy, AB8MO. How you doing tonight, Andy? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
Well, let's see here. Yep, I'm transmitting on the right side. Well, I got the high mic gain, so hopefully you're hearing me through the Allstar Node okay. Got an update here this evening. We'll see if I stay connected. Although last week I stayed connected, so I don't know why we had 3 weeks of trouble, and all of a sudden things resolved itself. So hopefully it stays that way. And I guess even though Dustin's going to cut in front of me, I'll stick around at least through my turn. Probably go to bed. I got just a little bit of a slight cold again. Hoping I'll fight it off really quick because I just got over a cold about a month ago. So I'm a little stuffy congested, and I'm not happy about that. Back to you there, Eric, KEAVZA. This is AB, and I'm out.
All right, Andy. Yeah, these colds that are going around, they're just the worst. I picked up one about 2 weeks ago, and I'm still kind of dragging. The cold's pretty much gone, but I'm just dragging energy-wise. It's just a drain. I know. I'm just whining. Anyway, good to hear you tonight, Andy. Got you on the log here. We're clear with AB8MO. Let's go down and talk to Eddie, W3ETB. How you doing, Eddie? And you're going to stick around for the net tonight. It's good to see you on the
W8WKY.
Hi there, Eric. Yeah, it's one of those days when actually I was still awake. Actually, one of those nights, I guess it's one of the day. Anyway, yeah, you and Andy, you better keep warm. That's for sure. And yeah, my granddaughter had caught something. She was over with her mom on Thursday. It was her mom's birthday, her daughter's birthday on Friday, and so we celebrated her birthday on Thursday. And Astrid had a little bit of a cough, and she's really prone to catching colds real easy. And of course, she goes to a private school, and there's other kids there as well. So that's one way of spreading the cold around. And her mom had it there too for a while, and then it hit her again over the weekend here. So we thought we were going to see him again on Saturday or Sunday, but she wasn't feeling that great. So she said that she would wait and see us next weekend. Hopefully she'll be feeling better by then. And yeah, I've been feeling a little bit better and getting better, but like I said in the blue screen, maybe my meds cause me to doze off quite easily. So and it really is kind of past my new bedtime. So I hope I can stay awake to hear the trivia questions and give my answers. But since I'm at the top of the list there with Andy, I guess I can probably make it through, hopefully. Talk to you later there, Eric. It's good to hear you. Back to you, W3ETB. Back to net.
All right, Eddie, very good. Yeah, give it your best shot. We'll leave you on the list. And like you said, you are early in the rotation, so that bodes well for you. We'll clear with W3ETB for now. Let's go down and see if Ray's out there. K5CFY. How you doing, Ray? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight? K5CFY, KEAVZA. Are you out there, Ray? All right, no Ray tonight. We'll pick him up time around, perhaps. We'll see if he pops in there. Okay, next two stations we're in and out. WB4AIZ Chuck down in Florida, and KA8MNT Tom up here in Ohio. 7-3 gentlemen, and next on the list is KI5TAQ Taco Tim. How you doing? Are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Hey, good evening there, Eric. This is KI5TAQ. Yes, I am sticking around tonight. Hopefully we'll be having some good Cornwall bean questions out there. This is KI5TAQ, sending it back to the net.
All right, Tim. We may not have a Cornwaldo bean answer option tonight because I'm not sure if Alan's going to show up, and I didn't factor in the Cornwaldo beans in the main trivia, so yeah, we may not see the Cornwaldo beans tonight, which actually makes me very nervous because you never know what they're up to. Anyway, good to hear you, Tim. We'll leave you on the log here. And we're clear with KI5TAQ. Let's go down to John, N8YMY. How you doing tonight, John? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
K8VZA, N8YMY. Nah, just validate me for the night. We'll probably be on early in the morning as usual, so we're gonna probably hit the sack here pretty quick. So have a great net and talk to y'all soon. 7-3s, N8YMY.
All right, John, I marked you in and out. Thanks for checking in tonight, and thanks for being part of the repeater warm-up crew in the morning, and we'll hear you tomorrow. Thanks, John. 7-3. We'll clear with N8YMY. Let's touch base with Brian again, N7VAN. Are you out there? Or are you going to stick around for the net tonight? All right, he was out there. I'm hoping he'll pop back in. Anyway, Bob, KA8LYJ, how are you tonight? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
KE8VZA, this is KA8LYJ. I'm going to give it a shot. Don't know how well I'll do. I had a huge weekend, and I've got a real early morning tomorrow. But I got a couple things to do puttering around before I'm able to go to bed. So I'll leave the radio on, and we'll give this a shot and see how it works. This is KA8LYJ.
All right, Bob, sounds like a plan. We'll leave you on the log, and if for some reason you decided to cash it in by the time we get her back around to you, we know what happened. Anyway, good to hear you, Bob. We'll clear with KA8LYJ, and let's go down and touch base with RevKev, K6KJV. How you doing tonight, Kevin, and are you going to stick around for the big show?
Hello, Eric, and everyone else on the pre-net. This is K6KJV here in Valley Springs, California, and yep, I'm all in. I'll be here, so take it away. Back to you there, Eric, K6KJV.
All right, very good, Kevin. Got you on the log. We'll clear with K6KJV. Let's go down to Jeremy, KE8ZRY. How you doing tonight, and are you going to stick around for the big show?
KE8VZA, KE8ZRY, good evening, Eric. Yeah, I'm going to stick around, trying to stay warm. Not a fan of what's going on outside, but I'm going to stick around for that trivia. With that, I'll pass it back over to you, KE8ZRY.
Very good, Jeremy. Got you on the log. Good to hear you. And we'll clear with KE8ZRY. Let's go down and touch base with our world traveler, John, W8TD. How are you tonight, John? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
KE8VZA and the net. Good evening, all. W8TD. Yeah, I'm not real sure. I plan on sticking around for the net. But since I'm sitting down, falling asleep is always a possibility. But I hope to hear you all for the next couple hours. W8TD.
All right, John, very good. Good to hear. And we'll leave you on the log there. Give it your best shot. And we'll clear with W8TD. Let's go down and talk to Benjamin, KF8CMM. That's Charlie Mike Mike. I picked you up from the blue screen there, Benjamin. How you doing tonight? And are you going to stick around for the main net? KF8, Charlie Mike Mike. Are you out there, Benjamin? Okay, just got a message in the blue screen from Ben. He says he has no RF presence tonight, but he'll be listening on Echolink. Very good, Benjamin. I'm going to go ahead and mark you in and out, and we know that you'll be listening. And if you do pick up RF capabilities, go ahead and do a recheck when the opportunity presents itself. And have a good evening and enjoy the net. We'll clear with KF8CMM. Let's go down and touch base with Fred, KE8QFT. How you doing, Fred? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
W8WKY.
Yes, I will be here for the big show. KE8QFT back to net control or pre-net.
All right, very good, Fred. And just to ID, I'm KE8VZA, Eric. I am with the BeaconNet pre-show on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, with the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association. We're going through our log of pre-checks here, and next is KC8FQV, Mark. How you doing tonight, Mark? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
All right, Eric, yeah, I will. As long as I stay vertical, that's not a problem. If I do a horizontal, then it can occur something else. What happened yesterday when I was on the beacon, or the board and breaker net, or the horizontal one, I think we went out a little bit. But I don't know what that, or it was something that was interfering when they called me. But yeah, I'm going to stick around. Yeah, I got a couple of things, so we'll be around for the main show, KSFQV.
All right, Mark, very good. We got you on the log, and give it your best shot there. We'll clear with KC8FQV. We have a few minutes left if anyone else would like to get on the log for the BeaconNet. I'm KE8VZA, and I'm listening.
Kilo, Foxtrot 8, Echo Papa Bravo, KF8 EPB, Brian in Cuyahoga Falls, and I'll be in and out tonight. Thanks, in 73.
This is KE9CQD, Kilo Echo 9, Charlie, Quebec Delta, Tim up in northwest Indiana.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Romeo, KE8 ZZR, Harry and Wadsworth. I'll be in and out.
All right, I'll pick it up there. KE8VZA returning. We have 3 more stations there. KF8 EPB, Brian in Cuyahoga Falls, who checked in and out. 7-3, Brian, thanks for joining us tonight. KE9 CQD, Tim, got you on the log there from Indiana. And KE8ZZR, Harry, got you on the log here, in and out. Good to hear you, Harry. And 7-3. There we go. That's it for the BeaconNet pre-show. I'm ready to go ahead and turn it over to Nick at Nite, KE8QKO. And one thing to pass along to you, Nick, is Dustin, KD8EPC, has asked to be on deck here, or at bat, actually, when you go ahead and start the rotation. Anyway, KE8QKO, if you're ready to go, KE8VZA here, turning it over to you.
All right, copy that, Eric. Fine business on the pre-show. Good evening, and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Kilo, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern here on the W8WQR repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Fireside Network, and various other repeaters. And we ask you to key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, if there are any emergency or priority traffic, please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Any stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along your name and location. Well, sounds like Eric did a really good job on the pre-show. He had nobody checking in. Let's go get our trivia questions read. K8VZA, would you read the primary question, sir?
KE8QKO in the group, KE8VZA with main trivia. Here we go. On a dipole antenna, what is the purpose of a current balun? Options are A, alpha, to avoid excessive current to the dipole antenna. Bravo, to increase current to the dipole antenna. Charlie, to decrease current to the dipole antenna. Or Delta, to help prevent current from returning back down the unbalanced feed line, aka coax. I'll put this in the, or let me take a break for time, I'll read it a second time. KE8VZA returning with main trivia. On a dipole antenna, what is the purpose of a current balun? Options are alpha, to avoid excessive current to the dipole antenna. Bravo, to increase current to the dipole antenna. Charlie, to decrease current to the dipole antenna. Or Delta, to help prevent current from returning back down the unbalanced feed line, aka coax. I'll put this in the blue screen in a minute. And one note, Nick at Nite, I'm not sure if Alan is here. He had another engagement today and may or may not be here. But just FYI. KECA.
All right, copy that, Eric. Thank you. I was just looking at the net logger and wondering that myself. We'll give a call out to him and see if he's listening, and go from there. If not, that's all right. We can always have one trivia if you need to. That's how it can have the way it can go. So thanks for that. Let's go and let's get one KI5 and see Alan, you're out there. The ultimate trivia. All right, well, we might be without Alan tonight. That's okay. Wish him the best, and I hope he, enjoys his whatever he's doing. Okay, let's go up first, and we're going to talk to KD8EPC Dustin. How you doing, Dustin? And what do you have for the net tonight?
K8QKO and the Beacon Net. Well, good evening, Nick at Night. Thanks for having me. Not usually here on Sunday nights. I usually fall asleep by this time, but that's why I had you get me first. Not a whole lot going on here. Snowmageddon going on outside, I guess, from what I hear. I haven't looked out in a little while, so there you go. My answer for the trivia is going to be Delta tonight. I think that's really all I've got for you. Thanks for picking me up. Have a great night. Get lots of check-ins, and be safe if you have to go out. This is KD8EPC. Back to net control, 73.
All right, 73, Dustin. Good to hear you, and glad you're able to make it in tonight. Snowmageddon out there. There's a lot of people like to tack a Mageddon onto a lot of things lately. I've noticed. It seems like, I don't know. Anyway, I haven't looked outside either. Well, I guess maybe I'll look out later. I did. My wife made sure I pulled her snow brush out of buried in the trunk of her car for her because she's worried about the snow tomorrow. I guess we'll see what it's like in the morning. Anyway, thanks for checking in, sir. Next, we're going to go down and talk to AB8MO Andy. See what he's up to. Andy, take it away.
W8WKY.
KE8QKO. And the Beacon Net, this is AB8MO. Slightly congested, as you can probably tell. Took some NyQuil here, so I'll probably starting to crash here in short order. Let's see here. Well, yeah, guess it's going to snow tonight, but doesn't look like it's going to be a big deal. They call for 1 to 3 inches tonight, and I think 1 to 3 tomorrow here, so that's no big deal up here in the snow belt. So I'll just have to get out there, start the car a little early, and maybe have to brush the car off. We'll see. So anyway, I was already asked on the 015 machine if we were going to carry the Santa Watch net again, and I'm looking to see who has one. I think Dewdroppin' might, but I don't know if anybody knows of any others that are around. It'll be on Christmas Eve, so if I pull some strings, they might be carrying a Santa Watch net of some kind on Christmas Eve on 147015. I know that the Sarah Club did it in past years, but I think last year nobody did it for the Sarah Club, but we still carried it up in Newberry, so you live anywhere within Akron, as far south as Canton and over to Cleveland, you could probably hit the Newberry repeater if you got an outdoor antenna, no problem. So anyhow, my answer for tonight's trivia question, I'm going to say D Delta as opposed to B, not to be confused with D or B. So there. I'm going to go head off to bed here, guys. The NyQuil is starting to kick in, I can tell already. K8QKO. And the man behind the curtain, that would be Eric tonight. This is AB8MO.
All right, well, 73, Andy, and you got your answers down there for Delta. Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. Sleep well. Next, we have W3ETV Eddie. How you doing, Eddie? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Yeah, hi there, Nick. I don't think we're going to get any snow here in Annapolis. Temperature right now is 56 degrees. Even if it gets into the 40s, which it might, I don't think we're going to get any snow. So, which is fine by me. I really, I don't like having a lot of snow. Last year, I think we had maybe a couple of times, we had maybe 2-3 inches, something like that, maybe 4 at the most. But yeah, it's good if we don't get any. I'm happy with that. Anyway, yeah, as far as trivia questions go, I'll go with D for Delta, and that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. It's good to hear you there, Nick. W3TV, back to net. 73, have a great night.
All right, well, thank you, Eddie. Sounds like better weather there than there is here. And 73, sleep well. All right, this is KE8QKO on the WWKY repeater, 147, Mark 390, positive also with a PL tone of 114, Mark 8. Next, we have K5BFY Ray. How you doing, Ray? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight? All right, well, it looks like Ray wasn't able to make it into the pre-show, so maybe he's not in at all. That's all right. Maybe he's an Allen. Who knows? Anyway, if he comes back, we're happy to take his recheck. The next two stations we have are in and out. That's WB4AIZ and KA8MNT, which is going to take us down to KI5TAQ, Taco Tim from Bofang, Oklahoma. Tim, how you doing? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Well, good evening there, Nick at Night. This is KI5TAQ. Let me get the question out of the way. I think it's going to be D as in Delta. Kind of a nice day out here in Oklahoma for a good time. I don't think we're going to... I know it's getting colder every day or every night. But not to bring snow down, but I would still say for you guys up there in Oklahoma, just be, or not Oklahoma, but in Ohio. Let me get it straight. Up there in Ohio and Indiana, just be very careful of that snow and the ice, because you don't want to go driving around and get into an accident now. I'll send it back to Net Control. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, well, thank you, Tim. Got your answer down for Delta. Yeah, as far as driving in the snow and ice, I'm trying to be pretty careful. The problem I run into, though, is, or I guess more importantly, the problem that can run into me is the other people that might not be. We should make that announcement for everybody. But anyway, thanks for checking it out, Tim. Good to hear you, and I'll talk to you later. Our next station is In and Out. That's N8YMY. That's going to take us down to N7VAN, Brian. How you doing, Brian? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight? All right, Brian looks like he was mobile during the pre-show, and I just noticed the mobile mark on this net, and he did not get back to Eric in the pre-show, so perhaps he got out of range. Well, I'm happy to take his recheck if he gets back into range. And that's going to take us down to K8LYJ Bob. How you doing, Bob? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KE8QKO and the group. This is KA8LYJ. Good evening, Nick. Not much going on now. It was a really busy weekend. XYL is in the hospital. Nothing real serious, just a badly infected foot. She should be coming home tomorrow. Spent the weekend pretty much down in Columbus. Took in the National Veterans Memorial, and then Paul McCartney last night at the arena down there. That was an incredible show. So there's number 2 off the bucket list. And then I've got a early appointment tomorrow. One of those routine treatments that I'm undergoing, that I'd gotten transferred to Akron and was really happy that it was only 7 minutes away. Decided to move all of that to Kent, so now I've got a 20-minute drive again, and that kind of sucks. So I got to get up really early and head off to that and be gone all day for that. That's about it. This is KA8. Trivia question. Delta. This is KA8LYJ, giving it back to the Net Control.
well, thank you, Bob. Got your answer down for Delta, and hope your better half is able to make it home and doing well tomorrow. And yeah, good luck with the doctor's appointments. And that's a lot going on. Be busy. All right, next we have K6KJV Rev Kev. How you doing, sir? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Well, hello, Mr. Nick at Nite, and the rest of the skeleton crew there. And everyone else on the net. This case is KJV here in Valley Springs, California, and well, let's take and get the answers out real quick here. And yes, I did say answers. That's right, double D's, Delta and Delta, because you can never go wrong with a Cornwaldo beam, even if they ain't in the questions, because the BeaconNet wouldn't be the BeaconNet without a Cornwaldo beam. So with that, I'm going to say God bless 73, and back to you, Mr. Nick at Night from K6KJV.
W8WKY.
All right, well, thank you, Kevin. Got your answers down for double D's. Thanks for checking in. It's good to hear you. All right, our next station is K8ZRY, Jeremy. How you doing, Jeremy? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
K8QKO, K8ZRY. Good evening, Nick, and everybody on the Jeremy here down in Ashland. Not much going on tonight. Been a pretty good weekend. Trying to stay warm. Don't enjoy snow, but oh well. Maybe we'll get enough that I won't have to go to work tomorrow because school is closed. That would be nice, but I doubt we're going to get that much. That being said, I'll give you my trivia answers. I'm going to go with Delta. And I will pass it back over to you. K8ZRY, Team 73.
All right, Jeremy. Well, thanks for checking in there. It's good to hear you. And, yeah, I think you said Delta, if I heard that right. But I'm sure my net logger will correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, yeah, thanks again for checking in. Appreciate it. Next, we have W8TD, John. How you doing, John? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Well, good evening, BeaconNet. W8TD. Not too much. Got home Monday night. Kind of went back to normal operations, and then it all caught up with me today. I never really got out of bed till 5. Went downstairs, had a bowl of soup, came back up, slept until it was time to get up for the net. So that's why I'm still awake, even though it's after 10. Normal time, this is late for me. I plan to be up again at 6 a.m. for the silly early birds that tend to be on here. Nothing really to report. Glad to hear everybody on. Everybody sounds good. Look forward to talking to everybody again. Stay warm. W8TD.
All right, well, thank you, John. W8TD. Hey, I was typing in the blue screen, and I might have missed your trivia answer. You want to come back with that again, please?
Oh, no, I did not give it. Thank you for reminding me. Delta. Put me down for Delta, please.
Copy that, sir. Got you down for Delta. And this is our next station here is in and out. That's KF8CMM. And this is K8QKO on the W8WKY repeater, 147 Mark 290, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. That's going to take us down to our next station we want to talk to, K8QFT, Uncle Fred. How you doing, Fred? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Well, thank you.
Delta is the answer to the trivia, Nick. Oh boy, some awful news today, I think. Just, well, having to do with the sports world and two Guardians pitchers, Clase, Emmanuel Clase, and another fella. You know, they've been suspended for most of the year while they're being investigated for gambling. I mean, small thing like now you can bet on a pitch. You could say the next pitch is going to be a ball. Well, they allegedly set it up so that criminal elements could place bets on the upcoming pitches, and apparently they nailed these guys. The Department of Justice is charging these guys, and they could face up to 65 years in prison. In any event, both careers are over, and anyone follow the Guardians know that Emmanuel Clase was one of the best relief pitchers in baseball, and that may actually be the reason the Guardians didn't go further this year, because he wasn't allowed to pitch since June when they started investigations. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to give up on it. The whole thing's going to be like the WWE, you know. Yeah, KEAQFT. Back to net control.
All right, well, thanks, Fred. Got your answer down for D, Delta. And yeah, I guess if you're betting on whether the next pitch is going to be a ball or not, you probably shouldn't be the pitcher making that bet or helping other people make that bet. Just a thought on my end. But, yeah, a lot of that sports betting thing seems to be going around lately, and I don't know. I still look at sports, and I'm just like, the amount of money that gets thrown around in that, it blows my mind. I don't have a lot of love for Major League sports. That's just me. Anyway, our next station's in and out. That's WAAKOC, and then we're gonna go down to KC8 FQV. Mark, how you doing, Mark? And what do you have for the beat tonight?
All right, KCFQV. Well, we got 35 degrees here. Yeah, another thing came today, and GoFo brought it. They bring Timu stuff. So, and I got my RGB light up. I got a couple weeks ago up, and I got several other things coming. I go to the bin store and go diving to see what there is to buy. So, it's starting to get a little wet out here. But I'm going to say Delta for the trivia. Delta. So, other than that, I'll have a few more things coming this week that we'll play with. I didn't buy a lot at Dayton or any of the Hamfest realizations. Well, no, I did. I did buy a camera. I won at the Norris Fest. So VZA knows about that. So we'll send it back to net control, KCFQV.
All right, well, thank you, Mark. Got your answers down for Delta. Good to hear you. Our next three stations here are in and out. That's AF5JB, KF8DTA, and KF8PB. That's going to take us down to K9CQD. Tim, how you doing, Tim? What do you have for the beacon tonight?
Well, doing pretty well here tonight. Just, pardon me, a little tickle in my throat. Just trying to stay warm after the snow hit today. Definitely made everything white and pretty. But I'm one of those that's a fan of winter. So we had pretty much everything ready, and got the shovels out and coats and everything. And, kids were excited to see the snow back. And, we'll see what the winter looks like, I suppose. But winding down now, just listening into the Beacon Net and sitting here with my dog. But as far as trivia goes, I'll go with D Delta as well. Sorry, I had to look back there. But we'll go D Delta tonight. And I'll turn it back over to Net Control. This is KE9CQD.
W8WKY.
All right, well, thank you, Tim. Got your answer down for Delta. And, yeah, I don't mind winter. I kind of like sort of hibernating a little bit in the winter. And, yeah, I like the snow. I don't like ice. I don't like the ice. That's one part of winter I wish could just get rid of and not have to deal with. But I guess, it's cold. There's water and it freezes. Anyway, thanks for checking there, Tim. Good to hear you. Looks like we had an in-and-out check-in from the blue screen, if I see that showed up correctly, which is going to put us 2 in-and-outs here that I'm going to read off, and then we're going to take a round of check-ins. So that's KE8ZZR and N5KBD are both in and out. So we'll say this. Anyone who would like to check into the Beacon Net, now's your chance. Please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
This is Kilo Charlie 5, Lima Whiskey Yankee. Kilo Charlie 5, Lima Whiskey Yankee. Andrew, Galveston, Texas. Just in and out, sir.
Well. November 8, Yankee, Quebec, Lima. N8YQL. To Shack in the Falls. Say, Nick, is that you out there?
The net again? QSL.
I'm going to take it right there.
Get in.
All right, so I have, after the 2 in-and-outs, I had N8YQL Jack in the Falls. Jack, yes, this is Nick. I don't know if it's the Nick you're looking for, but it's one of us. And then there was another station that I think doubled with you there. I think I heard something about QSL. So if that was you, come back with the call sign.
Kilo Charlie 5, Lima Whiskey Yankee. Kilo Charlie 5, Lima Whiskey Yankee. Andrew, Galveston, Texas.
All right, Kilo Charlie 5, Lima Whiskey Yankee. I got you in as in and out, Andrew. I thought I said you were in and out earlier, but I might have just had you down as one of the 2 that were in and out. Was there another station that was trying to check in with Jack? All right, nothing heard there. Let's go to check for more check-ins. So if anyone would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo Echo Niner, Delta Quebec Sierra. Kilo Echo Niner, Delta Quebec Sierra. Todd in Indianapolis.
All right, I've got KE9 DQS Todd. And, yeah, so this is KE8QKO on the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 390. Positive offset with a PL total of 114 Mark 8. We're going to go up and talk to Jack. N8YQL, KE8QKO. How you doing, Jack? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
How you doing? I thought, well, Christmas is coming up. I'll just call him St. Nicholas. So, anyhow, yeah, I spent the day working on my fiance's furnace. What a nightmare. You know, electronic ignition, but not the type I'm used to seeing. Beautiful apartment building, but it's 50 years old. And the furnace is very old. You can't get parts for it anymore. And, oh God, it's a nightmare. I've been messing with that thing forever. But, at least I'm better than the maintenance man. He doesn't even have a meter with him. But, yeah, you know, you got the electronic ignition on a lot of them instead of a pilot. This actually uses a spark plug that it screws into the side of the gas chamber, you know, to ignite it. And I found a problem. There's a bad relay in there, but the maintenance man doesn't know what a relay is, so I'm not sure where to go from there. But for now, I got it working, and that's how I spent my days. So good evening to you, and thank you for coming back to me. N8YQL.
Oh, wow, Jack. That sounds like a fun way to spend the day. Yeah, I used to have we just replaced our furnace last year, and the one we used to have, probably bit the ghost. I could have kept it going, but I just looked at it and I was like, I'm done. I had one of those igniters. I had to keep an extra igniter in the house at all times, whenever, because it seemed like for the first number of years we were here, every year the igniter went out on it, and I had no idea why. So finally, I'm like, there's like Thanksgiving calls to get people to come out and fix it, because you can't go buy parts on Thanksgiving. It was cold, so I just kept it in the house. Yeah, so I can understand that, but doesn't know what a relay is. That's pretty wild. I don't know. Anyway, before I go on to the next station, I want to check with you, Jack. Did you happen to want to answer our trivia, or if you didn't hear it, we're happy to read it again, because there's probably more people out there that haven't heard it.
I'm sorry, I missed it. I bumped the volume.
Well, I was asking about the trivia, if you had heard the trivia, but you know what? I'm going to go up and get the trivia read anyway, then I'm going to come back to you and see if you want to answer it, because I think there's probably other stations that are out there that have not heard it. So, K8VZA, would you read the trivia again, please?
KE8QKO in the group, KE8VZA with a reread of main trivia. On a dipole antenna, what is the purpose of a current balance? Alpha, to avoid excessive current to the dipole antenna. Bravo, to increase current to the dipole antenna. Charlie, to decrease current to the dipole antenna. Or Delta, to help prevent current from returning back down the unbalanced feed line, aka coax. I'll put this in the blue screen again. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right. Well, thank you, Eric. Let's go back down to N8YQL, see if you would like to answer the trivia. Jack, would you like to answer it?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm probably totally off base, but I'm going to go with D, as in dog. And, yeah. You never know. I usually miss them, but hey, maybe I'll luck out this time.
All right, well, thanks, Jack. I'll tell you what. So far, nobody has answered anything besides D, so I think you're probably on it. Anyway, thanks for checking in there, sir. I appreciate it. Next, we have KE9DQS, Todd. How you doing, Todd? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
W8WKY.
It's K9DQS. Yeah, I appreciate you having the net. I just kind of stumbled upon this. I was looking actually in some other places. I'm coming to you via IRLP, the 9550 flicker. I was going on the Anvil network and just typed in, looking on Echolink, and got on the ham star station, and then I saw that it was on IRLP, so I already had a radio on IRLP, so I went to the 9556, and there you guys were. So, ta-da! But yeah, I mean, it sounds like a good time on here, and I'll definitely have to put this on my spreadsheet, and that's the hit here. It looks like you guys are here on Sundays and Wednesdays, so I'll definitely have to come back. As for me, I'm here in central Indiana, so we got the cold weather coming in, some snow, not too bad here yet, just getting really chilly, but who knows what the morning commute will hold, so just getting ready for that. But answer to trivia will be Delta as well. That's K9DQS, back to the net.
All right. Well, thanks for checking in there, Todd. It's good to hear you. Yeah, we meet every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We do pre-show check-in starting at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Pretty good run, pretty good crew come in here. We get a lot of regulars and have a lot of fun. We usually have 2 trivia. Our second trivia master tonight is unavailable, so we only have the 1 trivia. And we are the Echolink WWKY-R. We are also on Allstar with a node of 48496. So if you ever have a repeater you want to link up, you're welcome to do that. We've got a number of repeaters we link in from Oklahoma. We link in with the Fireside Network and some other repeaters. Sometimes people will link up directly to us. So we get a pretty good check-in from kind of around the country. A lot of Oklahoma, a lot of Ohio, and a number of other places. So it's a good time. Come on back anytime. We're happy to have you, and we enjoy the net. Enjoy doing it. All right, back at the bottom of our list here. This is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We're ready for some more check-ins. So if you'd like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, nothing heard there. Let's go talk to our net control team. We're going to go up to K8VZA Eric. Let's see what he's got going on. Apparently his phone doesn't like to use the S word yet, but we'll see how that's going. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group, KE8VZA here. I had a pretty good weekend. The Norse Club had their weekend lunch in Sheffield Lake, I forget which one it was, over that way, and at Steak and Shake near Lorain County Community College. It was good. Kind of a light turnout, but we had a good time. It was good. Anyway, what else? Went over to my mom and dad's and helped them with a project in the bathroom with a seal on their shower door. And you know how those go. It's only 4 screws, and an hour and a half later, we're done. It's good. But anyway, then working on the plywood pond, getting the lines drained, and got that done today. In and out of the rain, the dank, cold rain. I don't know why I do this to myself. I can always tell myself every time a weekend rolls along, it's like, I could work on maybe I'll do it next weekend. I got to go do this instead. But, and here we are. But Procrastinators anonymous here, but or not so anonymous. But that's about it. Other than that, here we are. This is I'm going to abstain from the main trivia, of course, and KE8VZA back to net control.
All right, well, thank you, Eric. Thanks for doing the pre-show and the trivia, and it's always appreciated. And I'll tell you what they say, procrastinators unite tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for all you do. Next, we're going to talk to KD8SLG, just Nick. How you doing, Nick? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KE8QKO, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Nick at Night, and all the Beacon netizens. Say hi to Jack there. He was probably looking for me. I've talked to Jack a few times at 4 in the morning. Hi, Jack. Sorry about second trivia tonight. He texted me a few hours ago, and it just kind of floated into the ether until I picked up the microphone at 9 o'clock. Sorry. Anyway, what else? Yeah, blame Canada. You got it, man. I got a little bit of snow and some gravel and some frozen stuff, and it's like 32, 33 degrees. Down the farm. That's what's going on down here. Just outside with the dog not long ago. Playing on NetLogger on turned one of those Windows 10 computers into an Ubuntu. And it's working just fine. It was already on there. Just had to change the boot order. Anyway, fun, man. Nick, fine business tonight. KD8SLG back to net control.
All right, well, thank you, Nick. Good to hear you. Yeah, blame Canada, I suppose. I thought that always works. Yeah, I figured when Jack asked if it was Nick, I was like, well, I'm pretty sure he's not asking for me. He's asking for you, because you're the Nick everybody knows. I'm the Nick that shows up on Sunday nights. So that's why it's all like, I'm Nick, but I'm probably not the Nick you're looking for. That's how life is, and that's fine. I'm good with that. I'm good being second Nick sometimes. And, yeah. Thanks for doing other things you do. Next stations we have are in and out. That's WHRF and K8YUK, and of course KI5DAY. And that puts us at the bottom of our net control list here. This is K8QKO on the WWQR repeater 147 Mark 390 positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we're going to do another call for check-in. If you would like to check in with the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Alpha India 5 Quebec, AI 5Q Jerison, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Kilo Golf 5 Tango Tango Echo. Kilo Golf 5 Tango Tango Echo. KG5 TTE. Mark, Inola, Oklahoma.
All right, I've got AI5Q and KG5 TTE. Is there anyone else that would like to check in? Please call now.
I don't know if you heard that right. It was KJ5AGA, Kilo Juliet 5 Alpha Tango Alpha, guy from Georgetown, Texas. Anyways, I don't think you heard that right, but maybe you did. I don't know. What the heck? I'll stand by.
All right, Guy, we got you in there, too. Maybe there was a double. I had maybe two kind of similar-ish stations, but, yeah. So we got you on the log there, Guy. Anyone else would like to check in, please call now.
W8WKY.
All right, so we got a short little list here. We'll go up and talk to him. We're going to start with AI5Q Jairus. How you doing, sir? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, hello, Nick. This is one of those rare nights I'm on RF instead of Allstar Node. Shannon's got trouble with his, and I'm trying to help him work out a situation over there, and I've got the hiccups, so forgive the intrusions there. But anyway, just wanted to stop by, say hello, and let you know you may be playing second fiddle to KDA SOG, Nick, but there's a reason there's a term second fiddle, because sometimes it's needed. Sometimes one's not enough. Like the Devil went down to Georgia, couldn't have been played with just one fiddle. You needed the Devil and the guy fighting the Devil. So somebody had to play second fiddle there. Anyway, Delta for my answer, and I don't know if there's an alternate or not, but we'll go with Delta for the alternate if there is one. And there may not be, because Alan is on vacation and thinks that he can shirk his duties whenever he wants. So there you go. AI5Q, back to net control.
All right, well, thank you, Jairus. Yeah, I got no problem being second fiddle to Nick. He puts in a lot more effort in the club, too. And, yeah, I'm not going to... I could step up and try to like take his role over and try to be that person, or I could just let him have the spotlight, and I can sit in the background. And I'm happy to sit in the background. Good. And yeah, so we got your answer now for Delta there, Jairus. Good. Thanks for checking in. Good to hear you. And I'll tell you what, the hiccup kind of almost sounded like a, but I guess it wasn't. So anyway, thanks for checking in, Jairus. We appreciate it. Next we have KG5 TTE Mark. How you doing, Mark? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Oh, I haven't been in here in a while. I hadn't had this thing on. I get kind of aggravated about it. I had to remember when I first turned it on. For some reason, there's a couple of channels that it reverts to tone to 100 instead of 88.5. And if I change the channel, it reverts back to that 100. And I guess I got to reset the radio, and I haven't done it because I haven't found my list to make sure I get everything put back in there right. So just aggravated with that and just mess around with that tonight. Just changing some pickups in my guitar here, trying a few other things, listening in, and kind of waiting for the weather to blow in, and just listening. And on the trivia, I'm going to go with the big dog D, because I've been reading up on that lately. Anyway, just want to jump in there. Back to net.
All right, well, thank you, Mark. Got your answer down for Delta. Thanks for checking in there, and good luck with the guitar. All right, our next station here is KJ5 ATA Guy. How you doing, Guy? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, yeah, Nick, I got it. Excuse me. Sorry. This is KJ5 ATA, Kilo Juliet 5 Alpha Tango Alpha Guy from Georgetown, Texas. Anyways, yeah, I did not catch the questions for tonight, and if you don't want to repeat them, that's okay. But if you want to, that's okay too. I will be more than happy to try to answer them for you. Anyways, like I said, just enjoying the fall evening. Got that crazy moon out there. Waning gibbous is what I think. I understand what that kind of moon is. Anyways, I'm going to give it back to Annette, and if you want to come back with questions, that's okay. Or don't. All right. This is KJ5 ATA.
All right, Guy, we'll get that read for you again. We actually only have one question tonight. Alan took vacation, and I didn't find out about that until, the net was starting, so I just didn't have a chance to get a second trivia lined up. So we just have the one. We're going to go up to KE8 VZA Eric to get the primary question. Eric, take it away.
KE8 QKO in the group, KE8 VZA here. Main trivia. On a dipole antenna, what is the purpose of a current balun? Alpha, to avoid excessive current to the dipole antenna. Bravo, to increase current to the dipole antenna. Charlie, to decrease current to the dipole antenna. Or Delta, to help prevent current from returning back down the unbalanced speed line, aka coax. I'll put this in the blue screen again, KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, well, thank you, Eric. Let's go back down to KJ5ATA Guy. Actually, before I go to you, Guy, I need to do something real quick. This is KE8QKO on the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL total of 114 Mark 8. All right, now I can go down to Guy, KJ5ATA, and see what his answer is. Guy, take it away.
Yeah, network. Beacon Net, my answer, I think, is going to be Delta. To me, I think, to have a dipole antenna, you want to have a equilibrium of current, and so I don't know if I can say that the first three are right, but the fourth one, to me, sounds like it's the best, but I'm not sure for sure. And so, anyways, that's my answer. I'm gonna stick with Delta and see if that's gonna come up. Anyways, yeah, this is KJ5ATA Guy from Georgetown, Texas.
All right, well, thank you, Guy. Got your answer down for Delta. I actually also believe the answer is Delta, but that's not going to be my official answer because I'm going to be a detractor because everybody else has answered Delta. I'm going to go with Charlie. So Eric put me down for Charlie. And that's how I'm going to do. All right. So good talking to you, Guy. Good to hear you. And we're at the bottom of the list again. We'll say anyone who wants to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, nothing heard there. Let's look at our trivia answer. K8VZA, Eric, would you read the trivia answer for us, please?
KE8QKO in the group, KE8VZA here with main trivia answer. So what's the purpose of a current balun on a dipole antenna? The answer is Delta, as many of you, most of you have guessed, to help prevent current from returning back down an unbalanced speed line, aka coax. A balun can significantly reduce noise by preventing common mode currents from traveling back down the coax from the antenna. Baluns also block unwanted noises picked up on the coax's outer sleeve, effectively lowering the noise floor of your receiver. Baluns ensure optimal signal transmission by isolating the transmission line and providing a balanced output. A balun should be positioned close to the antenna's feed point to effectively convert balanced signals to unbalanced ones. Ideally, it should be placed 10 to 20 feet from the tuner to minimize the length of the unbalanced line from the antenna to the balun. There you have it, KE8VZA, back to net control.
Comment.
Hey, I finally got one.
Station with a comment. Come back with your call sign and go ahead.
Thanks, WATD. Just want to mention, if D was true, which it is, I think everybody said D. But if D is true, then B, by definition, is also true and should be accepted as an answer if anybody gave it.
All right, well, thank you, John. I suppose that would be the case, but nobody guessed B. Everybody guessed D, except for me. I chose to guess C because I didn't want to be in the mainstream. But yeah, so we didn't have any Bs, so I guess it wouldn't really matter if they guessed, so yeah, that's how it goes. But thanks for the feedback there, John. Appreciate it. All right, this is K8QKO from the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL total of 114 Mark 8. And we have time for one more and one more only. One more round, I say again, only one more round of check-ins or rechecks of the BeaconNet. So if you'd like to check in or recheck of the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed alphabetically, along with your name and location.
NAUAA, Microwave Station, in and out.
Last station was at November 8th, Zulu Alpha. Was that your call sign? Can you come back and clarify, please?
No, that's incorrect. It's November 8th, Uniform Alpha Alpha, NAUAA.
All right, copy, sir. November 8th, Uniform Alpha Alpha, in and out. Got you in there. Anyone else that want to check in, please call now. All right, nothing heard. Let's wrap this thing up. On behalf of the Silvercreek Radio, let me start over. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, KE8VZA, KI5DAY, KD8SLG, W8HRF, K8YUK, K8EPC, and Larry the Rubber Chicken, I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I cannot talk tonight. Let me start that sentence over. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the W8WKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. You are welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the W8WKY repeater. I lost my spot in my words here. You are welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the WWKY repeater every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sundays. Don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is K8QKO, returning the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time, 73 all.